Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today might feel a little bit different because we're actually talking about a current events topic. Unless you live under a rock, you know that Taylor Swift is dating Travis Kelce. And with that, I have seen a really interesting social impact. So I want to talk about why Travis Kelce has actually become more attractive in millions of women's eyes simply because he's with Taylor Swift. I also want to talk about how women are idolizing Taylor Swift's relationship with Travis. And it's really revealing all of the unhinged women. So we're going to start with that. And then at the tail end, we'll talk about why Travis Kelce is becoming more attractive in women's eyes. So I have seen endless videos recently, especially on TikTok, of women that are saying that they are now going to be increasing their standards of men and for the type of man that they date ever since watching this relationship between Taylor and Travis, because apparently there's a lot of sweet things occurring between them, and women are saying, you know what? I deserve that too. And to this, I say two things. First of all, you don't really know their relationship because all you're getting to see is what they want to show. And secondly, I can confidently say to 99% of women, you're no Taylor, because she's a multimillionaire superstar, and anyone that she dates will and has been boosted to instant fame, or at least more fame. But what's crazy is that there's so many single women today that don't want to hear that because they hear that as an insult when it's really just reality. So let me just be clear that I'm not saying that these women I'm talking about are any less valuable in this world. No, it's just that the average woman's lifestyle and work ethic and self care, and honestly, genetics, does not attract a man that is above average in all of those things. Now, that does not mean that an average woman should not have standards from a man, such as respect and loyalty and protection. But we all know if these qualities were all that women were seeking and that they were talking about, especially in this situation with Travis, these women would be pulling men left and right out of their friend zones. But no, we know that they are drooling over a man that's pleasing to the eye and has been elevated in their minds. Which brings me to the second part of this discussion, which is why Travis Kelce has become more attractive in women's eyes. I think that it is this phenomenon in which women will look at other women that they admire, and for a lot of women, that is Taylor Swift. Like, she is very much number one, I would say, on a lot of women's rankings of like a quality or a high quality woman. So essentially, any man that Taylor Swift is with, he is automatically deemed as high quality, way more so than if he was not dating her. And I think that many men have experienced this phenomenon. A lot of times it gets into this sketchy area of like a man being in a relationship and women are finding him to be more attractive simply because his wife is a smoke show. I think that that's why there's women out there that will openly admit that they're more attracted to married men. They're more attracted to dads because they have seen that, oh, another woman wants him. It's almost like a pre-check, right? Like, this other woman that is obviously high quality has been with this man, so he must have something going for him, and he must not be like a loser, creep, anything like that. So if we consider that with the first piece that we talked about, women are finding Travis Kelce to be extremely attractive, and that is because he's with Taylor Swift. So now women are trying to find a man like Travis Kelce, but even Travis Kelce from last year probably would not have been good enough in their eyes, at least according to these new standards. So you can see how in this cycle, this is a mindset of a woman that is unhinged, and she's probably going to remain single, at least until, you know, she says that she's just going to have to settle, although it's not really settling, it's just dating on her level. And again, sometimes I hate talking this way. I think you guys get a lot of that, like from the manosphere. Actually, I'm really interested, if you guys are still listening, to please comment below, who else do you follow I figure that I am in kind of like this manosphere category, but I'm not quite sure on YouTube. And I would be really interested to know who else, creator wise, that you follow on YouTube. Because I think that there's good things and bad things that the manosphere talks about. And I think that there is a dark side to the manosphere in which, you know, they really just bash women and they kind of talk like all women are this way or that way. And I think that it's very similar to the side that is out there where women are talking poorly about men and saying that, you know, essentially there are no good men, that most men are terrible. But we both know, I think that both sides that have sound minds know that neither one of those ends of the spectrum is true, that the truth is somewhere in the middle. But this is one point from the manosphere that I agree with, that a lot of women are delusional, and they oftentimes they might think that they're settling, but they're really not. So guys, that's it. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I'll see you next week.